Tell me about them Saints, man.
And listen, they sitting there, they underestimating Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield will beat your ass. Baker Mayfield will beat your ass. Oh, he ain't all that great, but if you give him a fucking opening, he'll take it. That's the only team I'm scared of is really the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Baker Mayfield is that type of player. He will fucking surprise you. He will have the game of his life against your ass. That's the one I'm scared of. Carr he's great right now. He's on everything right now. But now, are we gonna make the playoffs? We'll get in. We win in the playoffs? That's shit. We about to find that out. But we'll get in. We'll win 10 games. We will win 10 games.
You think y'all got 10 games in y'all?
We got the easiest schedule in the league. So, yeah. And they about to ship Jameis Winston off.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Who's gonna be our backup?
What's his name? Number 7. Our Army knife, our Swiss Army knife. He gonna be the backup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So they're gonna switch. They're gonna ship Jameis off because he's just hanging around, and he's not. Jameis is not that good. He just ain't. He bothers me. He just does.
You ready to give up? You ready to give up on Jameis?
Yeah. He's now deep ball. He's great. That deep ball, he's great. Any type of thinking intermediate or any type of I could throw a guy open, he makes me fucking nervous. Like if that deep ball, if our man is beating your guy, if Jameis can hang it up there, it's curtains. He's great on the deep ball, but that's his one trick pony. Like he can't throw a guy open. So it's like, yeah, go and get rid of him. At least get a draft. At least get a 6th rounder for him.
Is that not even worth?
Yeah, man, just get a 6th rounder for him. Keep it moving.
What about Carr?
I like Carr, but Carr. The only reason why I like Carr is because that motherfucker's working his ass off. He's pissed at how the Raiders treated him. He's fucking pissed at that shit, and that has given him motivation to be great. You remember how Drew Brees was pissed off how San Diego treated him?
Yes.
That's what made him great. Drew Brees went from a 2nd-tier quarterback to being in the same sentence with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. You can't say either one of those names and not mention Drew Brees. Because he owns Manning's yardage records, and he had Tom Brady for at least 2 years on the touchdown records. So when you mention one of them 2 quarterbacks, you also got to mention Brees.
I got you.
So that's what made him great, because he got pissed off, and that's what's gonna make Carr great. And the Saints are they're betting on him being pissed off and playing pissed off. That's what's gonna make him great. That's where he's gonna go from a 2nd-tier quarterback to being mentioning maybe not with Drew Brees, but right below it.
So now, talk to me about your wide receivers, man.
Nice wide receivers, good wide receivers. I'm glad they kept who they kept. We got some talent at wide receiver. We just ain't got no fucking talent at running back.
But then y'all bring Jimmy Graham home?
We did.
What do you got left? Do you have anything left in the tank?
Yeah. He'll play for 1 season and retire.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not going further than this year.
Now, I'm expecting a breakout year for, and I always massacre the brother's name. Was it Chris Olave? I think that's how you
say it. Olave, yeah. Yeah, but see, here's the thing that comes with Chris Olave. You got to pay the man. You got to pay the man, because he's got 2 more years on his contract. He got this year, he got next year, and he got the year after that. If that motherfucker put up not monster numbers, let's say he put up monster numbers this year, you better extend him. You better extend him another 2 years or another year, because it's a 5 year contract, but he only signed for 4. So you extend him 1 more year. That's a pay raise. Now you ain't got to worry about giving him a new contract till his 4th year. But if he go all out this year, you gotta extend it. Don't fucking wait, because if you wait, you're gonna be more expensive. Go on and give him that extension so he can be happy that now he knows he got guaranteed 3 more years. His 4th year, it'll soften the blow to that, because shit, that motherfucker going there making 20 something million, and you can't pay Michael Thomas and Chris Olave.
So who do you let walk?
Michael Thomas, and I fucking hate saying that shit. Fucking hate saying that shit.
Are y'all
It
gonna
bothers me.
are y'all gonna close 7-Eleven, man? 7-Eleven
Yeah,
never closes. Not even on
yeah,
holidays.
bro, that shit bothers me.
What?
That bothers me. Us potentially letting Michael Thomas go. It bothers me because Michael Thomas is New Orleans, and it just bothers me. It just does, and he'll go right there to Atlanta or probably Carolina, finish his career. But it's like he is who we are. He's our identity. Like he is who we are. Like the cat. Now he ain't what he used to be.
Right.
Motherfucker still will beat your ass.
But now
Cause he
he
can't.
never had blazing speed, but
No,
he
he
just
just can't
could get
target.
open.
Yeah, he can get open. He knows how to get open.
But I think that's a good when I think about the combination between Michael Thomas and Carr, because now truth be told, Carr doesn't have the big strong arm, but he needs a guy like Michael Thomas, and I think he's going to excel with Michael Thomas as his receiver because he knows at the end of the day Michael Thomas is going to be open,
Yes,
and he's quarterback friendly.
yes. And so how do you let that go? Because Chris Olave is not quarterback friendly
No, no,
at all. So
no.
how do you get a guy who's got mediocre speed but understands spacing, understands positioning, understands ball placement, understand like that's quarterback friendly. Hey, Carr, when I do this, when I extend my arms out here, the ball should be there. Hey, Carr, if he comes up, if I go underneath his coverage, I'm open now. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta understand spacing and ball positioning as a receiver can help a quarterback. That means I can put that ball anywhere and I'll know where you'll be.
I got you.
Man, that's fucking priceless. Jimmy Graham is quarterback friendly. Hey, just put it in front of me. You can put it in front of me or you can put it behind me. Don't put it on the side of me. In front of me or behind me. And I can wall him off if you put it behind me. I can out jump him if you put it above me.
True.
So that's quarterback friendly.
Especially when you get into the red zone, man.
Yes,
And
that's what they got
and
for.
that was and I never thought I would end up seeing this, but last year the Saints Achilles heel was the fact that you guys did not score a lot of points,
Correct.
especially in the red zone.
Correct. We would score on deep routes
Yep.
or yeah, bombs and shit. That's how we scored. Anything from the 20-yard on in, difficult.
And that to me that wasn't the Saints style.
Correct.
It-
Because
it-
we always had quarterback friendly receivers or tight ends.
yes.
Oh, and we didn't have that.
But you all always scored points. Last
Yes.
year the Saints were living and dying off their defense.
Yes. And deep balls.
Yes, and then when it came to those close games where in the
Couldn't put.
past you guys would win those games, that's when you had Jameis throwing throwing interceptions.
You know, what
Yes.
the fuck? James got to go, bro. I don't give a fuck where you go, but you got to go. You know what I mean? James is auditioning for teams right now. That's what he's doing.
And the thing about it though, man, he's still a fairly young guy.
Yes, he's only 29.
Yes, should have a lot in the tank. Now, only thing I like about Jameis, I'm trying to think of. There was a documentary that was on, and I can't think of the name of it, but his backstory was pretty good, man. I liked his backstory,
Yeah,
man.
but he kept doing stupid shit.
But I'm talking about the way he grew up, not college. He was
Yeah,
he
I
was
mean, he grew up in Alabama. Kept
yeah,
doing.
he was showing how I think they took him back to the shotgun house he grew up in. He was talking
Yeah,
about how he shared a room with nine brothers and sisters or
Marcus
whatever.
Russell same way. Him and Jamarcus Russell
Yeah,
stayed probably less than an hour from each other, but he kept doing stupid shit.
yeah, he was. And when he got to college, man, I was like, dude, what are you doing?
He did more stupid shit.
What are you doing? Why are you stealing crab legs? You know, you're top of the line offensive player. I guarantee you, you could go anywhere. They're gonna give you some crab legs just for
Yeah,
coming to their restaurant.
David Winston, hey, give him some crab legs. They'll give
Yeah,
that to your ass.
just sign a few autographs, sign a few whatever footballs or whatever, dude. They gonna put it on eBay or wherever the hell, but you still gonna get some crab legs. You ain't had to steal the crab legs, man. I was like, come on, brother.
Like he's going. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
Mm-mm. Stealing crab leg, dog. But hey, brother, it kicks off this Thursday night, bro. It kicks off. It kicks off this Thursday night. We got Super Bowl champs against the Detroit Lions.
And Detroit got high expectations this year. It ought to
They
be interesting.
they gonna be pretty good because these are not your father's Lions, bro.
No, they not. They
Not your father. Now this year, I don't think they plan on is it Christmas or Thanksgiving. They all you could always pencil them in to play on a holiday. So I don't think they playing this year. Along with them dirty riding Cowboys. I don't know how the hell they play it every Thanksgiving. I'm like, man, who want to see the Cowboys? But hey, it is
it's
what it
supposed to
is.
be Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. But them Cowboys always find their way to be on the Thanksgiving, the holiday game, man. But yeah, it's gonna be wild, man. So I'm telling you, people now, don't sleep on my commanders. I'm telling you, man, Uncle Sam, we gonna roll with Uncle Sam. People think that, but now I'm going on the record to say this, Malbrew. We are going to, because you know, in our division, nobody ever repeats as champions. The Eagles are not going to repeat as champion. I'm not hating on the Eagles, but I'm telling you, and I'll say this just like I told people, and I'm not changing it when I tell people, you get a 3-year window to get it done when you peak. And I think for the Cowboys, that window has closed. And now they're saying, oh, yeah, this is our best chance to go to the Super Bowl. No, I think those best chances came 2 years ago, and last year was it. When you get inside that window, you have got to get it done. There's a lot of teams that's inside that 3-year window to get it done. And now nobody's going to hand you a Super Bowl, but you get 3 years because if you don't get it done within those 3 years, then you got to deal with what I call NFL minutia. That's all the minutia that comes along with being a good team. You got to deal with the players getting older. You got to deal with players getting tired of listening to the coach. You got to deal with all these players that now it's time to pay certain guys. Offensive line started to get older. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Now you dealing with all that where you had these guys on rookie contracts and you could build your team up because you didn't have a lot of money in the quarterback position. Um, when you see that right now, if you don't get it done within those 3 years, those are the things that come into play, and that's to me, that's why I say you get 3 years. Just like the Chiefs. The Chiefs, they had a good run. We're gonna start to see the end of the Chiefs. Not for all the Chiefs fans out there, they gonna start to see the end of their little fight coming to an end. You only get about 3 years to be on top, bro.
That's it.
That's it. And people, you don't stay on top forever. You get that window, and now nobody's going to give you a Super Bowl, but you have got to get it done. There's a lot of teams in that in that window like that. You know, a lot of teams. They've been on top. 49ers. 49ers. That one is closing for them too. They have
Oh
been,
yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Yes. I still can't understand what they did. Now, granted, yeah, they took the young kid Lance. He didn't have a lot of college experience. They took him. Somebody saw something in him. I don't know if that's an agent or a scout thing, but I would not have thrown the baby out with the bathwater. I would like, you know what? Let's let Trey sit behind somebody for a year or so or whatever. But I'm not finna just give this guy away for nothing.
Hell no.
I think he has an upside. He has an upside. Now, for me, I think it was a good move for Dallas to get him. You ain't got to pay him nothing right now. He's still within his rookie contract years. Um,
Dallas, Dallas has got. Oh yeah, well I don't know about that,
but I'm saying now
got
they
trade, whatever his name is, trade whatever. But
yeah. But now Lance, they can let him sit behind Dak. He ain't got they ain't got to roll him out right now.
no, you ain't got to roll him out. You ain't got
Remember,
to roll him for 3 years.
Love sit behind Rodgers for God knows how long.
4 years. Was it
Yes,
almost 3 years?
yes,
3 years at least.
yep,
I like
yep,
that. But shit, Roger sat behind Brett Favre for 4 years.
yep, yes,
He's like,
yeah.
and Roger's like, I gotta make that shit up. That's why I'm still playing it.
Yes,
Make that shit up.
but I
You know?
think I think that's what you do to me if you want to have a good quarter. Remember, who's my boy for Kansas City? He sat behind
Oh yeah, but he only sat behind it for a year.
huh?
He only sat a year.
Yeah, but
About
who?
fifth for a year.
I'm trying to think of
It was
well,
Alex.
yeah, he sat behind my man Alex,
Yeah.
but to just roll the kid out there and come on now. But I just think for me, it may be a good pickup for the Cowboys because, and of course, Jerry. Jerry's like, okay, hey, we're gonna see what this boy got. You know how Jerry. And if he look like he can play a little bit,
Right.
they gonna cut Dak ass loose.
Yeah, they'll cut bait.
Yes.
Yeah, but that gonna be the highest free agent desire in the fucking league.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, nobody's going to want to pay top notch for a quarterback who hasn't got it done. They're gonna say Dak. Now, to me, Dak's you can win a Super Bowl with Dak, but Dak got to have toys. He's
Yeah,
got
you gotta have a lot with him.
he
Yeah.
got to have a lot with him, man.
Well, can you imagine? Can you imagine Dak in New Orleans with all them fucking
Oh
weapons?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god!
yeah, man.
Oh
You
my
you
god!
you put Dak on our team, and man, shoot, man.
Can you imagine that shit? Do you know what you dialing into?
Yeah, and like I said, when you start trying to make Dak your featured offensive weapon, like, hey, we're just gonna let Dak go out here and throw it around. Nah, nah, nah,
Right.
nah, nah, nah. Cause I question whether he can. Sometimes I question whether he can read defenses, in when it's in live fire. Because sometimes I think the defensive coordinators might kind of bait him on some stuff and make it.
Right.
And I think he sees something. He's like, okay, because I think Dak may run plays through his mind anticipating this is how it's going to go because that's what it looked. Because before a quarterback breaks the huddle, he's seeing something. And then these guys jump out of that formation. You think you're like, oh hell, all two interceptions.
That's right. He's always reading the defense. He's
Yes.
taught at the pre-snap defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then, before the ball snap, he's always taught to look at the defense post snap.
Because I really and truly think Eric Bieniemy is going to do some great things for the Commanders, man. I really do.
Yeah, he's a fucking commodore.
Yeah. I really
Yeah,
think
like that.
I really think I really think he's gonna do some good things because last year, man, to me it was
It's like,
always coming down to our offensive coordinator doing something stupid when we got a good drive going, third and freaking one. He elects to try to throw the ball deep. Like, dude, pick up the freaking first down
yeah,
and
but,
keep getting these running back leathered up, man. The backs could never get leathered up with this guy, man. It's like, okay, man. So
yeah, but he's a freaking Nazi.
you talk about Eric?
Yeah, man, he's a fucking Nazi.
Yeah.
Them players can't stand it.
He what now?
Players can't stand it.
Well, then again, you got to ask yourself a question, man. Because today's players soft, though, man. Yeah, because you're
It's
not
all
that.
this fertile cotton, man.
Because, dude, how you gonna go tell the head coach on your offensive coordinator that he yelling
Us,
at you, man?
us. We not made like that. The fuck
Man,
you think this is? You think this is 1994? You're not made like that.
man, you don't holler at those kids.
Who the fuck is this dude? We know he got more rings, but he had Patrick Mahomes.
Man, at the end of the
That
day,
don't count.
At the end of the day, dog, these jokers soft, man.
That motherfucker soft as Charbel Cotton, motherfucker.
Coach hurt my feelings. Coach hurt my
Man,
feelings.
when I heard that shit, I said, get the fuck out of here. And whenever I heard that, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh man,
Hurt my
man,
feelings.
Coach hurt his feelings, man. We can't have that. We
We can't
cannot.
have that.
We cannot have the coach hurting the players' feelings, man.
Nah, cuz we can't have you hurting this player's feelings, cuz. They got to play, cuz. You gonna fuck their ass up, you keep fucking with them.
But you know what? I fought Captain Ron, Riverboat Ron, for leaking the information.
Yeah, Riverboat Ron fought Riverboat Ron.
Why would you come out and say
I,
something as dumb as that and say, "Well, the
I was,
players are saying that"? Seriously, coach.
yeah.
You know what else Ron said this week or last week? Ron said, "Hey, I had no idea that Sam Howell was that good."
Hey, you had no idea, cuz?
That's what he said. He said he had no idea that Sam Howell was that good. And said if he did, he'd let him play more last year.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that good, cuz. I'm the head coach of the team, and I didn't know he was that good.
Neither did I know when we lost that game last year that we were eliminated from the playoffs.
Thank you. I thought we were still in it.
Coach, what you doing? What you doing, coach? That's what I got to. If I'm a player, man, I'm just finna go march in the coach's office, head coach. I might
Yeah,
be a
I
third
do.
stringer, but I got to look coach in the eye and say, Coach, the hell you doing? What you doing, coach? How you
How
don't
you
know this stuff? What team you coaching? What is he coaching? The scout
look,
team?
look, look, Carolina Panthers.
Hell, he at least know Malbrew. He got to be coaching the scout team in practice. Is that what it is? They let the head coach the scout team
No, hell no. No,
because he damn sure ain't coaching his own.
no. And then blame himself for jumping on Eric the enemy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Mm, 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 mm. And I'll tell you somebody to me that's looking a little bit shaky. He may be. He may turn out to be a good quarterback. He may turn out to be a good quarterback. But the young man that they took from Alabama, that's the quarterback for the Panthers, man. Hey,
Oh, they, they throw that young man to the wolves.
yeah, but you a first round draft pick. You know they don't go on other days when they just like let you hold a clipboard, man. But he doesn't look like he has the poise in the pocket. That's what I look for. I don't in preseason. I don't look for is the guy connecting on passes and things like that. Especially those first couple of games. I look for do the guy has command of the huddle. I mean, you've been on the offensive side of the ball, man. You coach quarterbacks. Isn't that what you look for? Does he have command of the huddle?
Mm-hmm.
Is he antsy in the pocket? Does he feel safe and comfortable in the pocket?
Mm.
I wasn't seeing that, man. I just wasn't seeing that out the kid, man. And that's what I was looking for. And that's what I was looking for out of Sam Howell, which is what I saw. I saw
Mm.
I saw poise in the pocket. I saw him trusting his offensive line. And I saw him knowing when to bail the hell out of there. But what I saw was a quarterback that felt comfortable playing the position of quarterback,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
And you play at this level.
Yes. I didn't.
Play at this level, or are we just all bullshitting each other?
Yes.
Yeah. Because your money, you're what we paid for. Your money. You're worth millions of dollars. But yeah,
I just wasn't seeing it. I wasn't.
yeah, early. So but I let old dude play before. I let the Red Rifle play before him.
Yes, I would too. At least I don't know 4 or 5 games, and I'd ease him in. I'd ease him in,
Yeah.
and I would.
Now when we had these conference runs or division games, then you're our guy. But these non-important games, I let him sit behind the Red Rifle. Mm-hmm. See what happens.
Yeah, because Andy still has a little bit left in the tank, man.
Shit, Andy did well last year under the circumstances.
I wish Andy had stayed with.
New Orleans.
Yeah, I really do. Hell, my kid did too. I did, man.
Fuck. Got rid of the wrong one. Get rid of Jameis.
Yeah. Was it money?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know what. Yeah, it might have been because he did so well under the circumstances. You're gonna have to pay him more than you're paying Jameis, and they were both free agents. So who do you pay? Well, we pay the lesser of the two, Jameis.
I guess.
So, but that's why he's in Carolina, because basically Carolina told him, "Listen, we want to draft this youngster, and we want you to teach him." So, because the Red Rifle killed Carolina. I mean, he pulverized their ass. So yeah, he was auditioning for a job, didn't even know it. So, well, all right, man. Let me call my uncle back.
Okay, brother. All right, man.
All right, we'll talk.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
All right. This has been a impromptu show. We had a full show dedicated to the Who Dat Nation. Who that said they done beat them their Saints. And we'll see everybody Sunday night when I unveil my new standard uniform. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.